Next up on copycat.com, braised pot roast. Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Manley with copycat.com. Today I'm going to show you how to braise a pot roast. When I say braise, we are going to braise it in the oven with a little bit of liquid. This is the pot roast that most people are familiar with. I have a great video on how to roast a roast via a dry roast method, but let's go ahead and do the pot roast. I just have a simple chuck roast right here, and the other ingredients that we're going to use is a can of stewed tomatoes. Now I'm going to use some Guinness right here. You can use water if you like. You can use chicken stock. But I like to add a little extra flavor where I can. Really basic ingredients here. We have onions, we have celery, we also have some carrot, salt, pepper, and garlic. So that's all that's in here. I have a little bit of oil in my pan that's heating up right now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to liberally salt this roast and put pepper on it. This is the seasoning for it. So again, just real liberal with the seasoning. This is really going on the outside, so the whole roast isn't going to be super salty or anything like that. So I also have separate containers of salt and pepper. I'm not going to use them for anything but this roast right now. So just again, liberally season everything up. And this is the fat cap side. I'm going to go ahead and leave that in. I like the flavor that this adds. You can always trim it away later. This fat right here is helpful to make gravy out of. All right, and just want to get the rest of the top side of this right here. And some pepper. So the next thing I have is some oil in my pot right here. I'm just going to heat it up. Now we're going to brown this roast on all sides until it gets nice and brown. So it's going to take a few minutes on each side, and we will show you how to do this. So we brown the meat just to make sure that we lock in the flavor, and that caramelization really gives the roast a real nice added touch. So this is browned on all the sides right now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and add in everything else. It goes in our stewed tomatoes. We're also going to add in our Guinness. I'm going to add in my garlic right here. I have about 3 cloves of garlic in here. I have about 1.5 cups of baby cut carrots. I'm going to add 2 white onions. I'm going to add in a few stalks of celery right here, a sprig of rosemary, and some bay leaves. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to simply put the lid on this and stick it in a 350-degree oven. So you might wonder, how long should you cook the roast? Well, it really depends on the size of the roast. So this roast is about 3.5 to 4 pounds. I need to cook it for about 25 minutes. So this will take a couple of hours to go ahead and cook. So again, we're going to come back when this is done, but really the cooking time, the length of time really depends upon the size of your roast. So I will include a chart down below in the description box of how long you may need to cook your roast. So we're going to check on our pot roast and show you what it looks like. This pot roast looks fantastic. I'm very excited to give this a try. So you can see we simply just browned this. We put some salt and pepper on this. We browned it, and then we added a can of crushed tomatoes, a bottle of Guinness stout. I believe that's a 12 ounce. You don't drink beer, use chicken stock, beef stock, or water, whatever you have on hand. Then I simply added some onions, some celery, and a bunch of carrots. If you wanted to do potatoes, I would add those in during the last hour or so of cooking. If you add them in too early, they're just going to disintegrate by the time this comes around. So this is fantastic. So you can really just heat this and eat it right now, or you could pull this out, chill it, and kind of wait for the fat to come up to the top and scrape that off, and then you'll have a really nice au jus to serve with your roast. So we'll go ahead and give this a try in just a second. So if you enjoyed this recipe for braised pot roast, please let me know. Drop me a comment down below and give me a big thumbs up here on YouTube if you want to see more types of pot roast. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm just going to cut off just a little bit right here. So this probably needed to cook just a little bit longer, so I'll probably put it back in the oven in just a minute. But I wanted to go ahead and show you what this looks like. You can see it's nice and tender. It's gonna be juicy and flavorful, so I'm really excited to give this a try. This has a really nice flavor to it. I'm picking up the rosemary and the bay leaf and all the fresh vegetables. So I hope you try making a braised pot roast yourself, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.